This is gonna be an
All right, we are rolling.
All right, just make sure that we're going on YouTube. So I also police the chat on YouTube too, because I have it. So yeah, here we go. So here we go. I'll go ahead and get the ball rolling. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wolfie's Football Talk, the weekly talk show where we talk football and other sports. My name is Brett Alt. I am your announcer and one of the panelists today. Today, we're going to be talking about football, the World Cup, and we're going to be doing trivia today. Now, let's throw it around to the horn to our panel members. First off, you love him from the great state of Florida for his humor, and plus he's a ticket scratcher. Let's start out by saying hello to Florida Claimers Ted or Teddy. Teddy, how you doing, bro?
I don't think he's at his computer.
Yeah. All right, so let's
his computer walked away.
We'll get back to him later. Let's throw it over next to the resident from Texas who represents the Chicago Bears fan base. Let's say hello to Dman. Dman, how you doing, brother?
Man, I ain't got no sleep, man, for the last 2 days, man.
All right. Next up, let's throw it over to our resident football pick'em statistician who happens to be my family, my brother, Jeff. Bro, how you doing?
I'm chilling as always here in North Marion. It's just it's a gorgeous, cool day outside after all that rambunctious rain we had yesterday. Holy Toledo!
Yeah, we've had rain for the last few days.
Yep.
Also, then let's throw it to the guy who helped put this together. We haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. Let's say hello to Wolfie. Wolfie, we haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. How have you been, brother?
It's been busy the last couple of weeks. Then of course this over the weekend it was a little bit under the weather, but we're getting there now.
All right. Well, before we get started with the football stuff, Jeff and I have a very special announcement. Jeff, do you want me to announce it or do you want me to announce it?
I'll take care of it. On Sunday, the 14th of June, which was Flag Day appropriately, our youngest niece, Elizabeth, and her husband, Wesley, welcomed a new addition to the family. Leopold Robert Jansen was born at 6:18 p.m. And I think I found some stats on him through our grandpad connection. He was about 6 pounds, 2 ounces, about 19 inches long. He is so adorable. He's a cutie. His name's Leopold. We're calling him Leo now. So we have a Leo and a Theo in the family. So there you go.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Pat here. Yeah, we got Bean, we got Mel, and we got Wilma and Kirsty.
Yep.
The usual.
All right. So anyway, I wanted to get a couple of things out of the way first before we really dived into it. Some of the controversies that's been going around. First off, in the college rankings, I don't know if you guys have been hearing about this, but the whole Brandon Scoresby thing. I guess now he wants to not play at Texas Tech and is going into the supplemental draft because he wants to avoid, I guess, certain things.
Well, it was actually a timing thing because he was being investigated for the whole gambling scandal.
Yep.
And the NCAA deemed him ineligible for a while. Yep. And then the NCAA came back and made him eligible a couple of weeks ago, which was too late for him to enter for Texas Tech. Texas Tech rejected him to come back on campus, which now he is moving on to do a walk-on to one of the NFL teams, from what I understand.
Okay. Is there a supplemental draft? Because that's what I read.
Yeah, there is a supplemental draft.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Oh, boy. They're going to do the same fucking shit they did with fucking damn Cam Newton. That's bullshit. They should not have a draft for just one goddamn player. I do not like that. Excuse my language. I do not like that shit. When you got a draft for only one person like they did with Cam Newton. Now they're going to do it with this guy? That is bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
And so the second piece of controversial news I want to talk about is, I guess, did you guys hear the news? I guess the 49ers had it with Brandon Ayuk, and it sounds like they're going to release him.
Oh, he's gone already. He's gone.
Yeah, he's
They let him
gone.
go.
Yeah.
They let him go. After you read that, the next morning, 49ers let him go and they let him out of his contract.
Wow.
He has no. He's under whatever team picks him up. Which that would be a good fucking fit for the Bears, dude. Do you believe what that dude with the fucking damn receivers we already got, and then him being there to help them because they're so young, and he's a veteran.
True. All right. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. Today, Jeff has picked up. We were talking college football stuff the last time. So Jeff has a good source that he picked up recently. Jeff, why don't you lead the discussion?
Well, yesterday I was picking up my medication at Walgreens in town yesterday, and I had some time before a friend had to come pick me up to take me to Aqua Cardio. So I went ahead and went over to the magazine section, and lo and behold, I saw a couple of college football magazines, so I just went ahead and bought them with my cash. Athlon Sports, college football preview, and the Sporting News college football preview as well. So, yeah, I've been scrolling through mostly the Athlon Sports thing, and well, it's kind of interesting. And they already got. I'll just give you their top 25 in like the top 3 teams. They're saying Ohio State, Georgia, and Texas. So for the top 3, they have the reigning champs Indiana at number 5. So yeah.
You notice Texas, bro. All the Texas teams in the pre ranking are always at the top, within the top 5, top 10. Soon as the season starts and the season gets half over with, they start dropping off. Texas did it 2 years. Texas were ranked preseason number 1 2 years in a row. What happened toward the middle and the end of the year? They fell almost completely out of the top 25.
He's right. He's right.
Yep. Oh, other teams of interest that are in the top 25. Number 7, they're listing the Miami Hurricanes. Surprise, surprise. Oh,
that's not.
Yep. Oh, and
excuse me.
And Ted at number 19, they got your team. Your favorite word to say, Houston.
Houston. I don't know how the hell. Why would they have Houston up there? That makes no dang sense.
Yep.
And
Eric, this is for your interest, bud. Number 21, Tennessee.
Yeah, the
Tennessee should be ranked higher than that. I think Tennessee should be ranked.
I think the preseason rankings will adjust slightly.
They will.
Going into the beginning of the year, but speaking of Miami, they're on a tear on the 2027 recruiting right now. They're number 2 in the recruiting rankings right now with 4 5-star prospects.
Yeah.
If they would have got Mark Matthews, they'd be number 1, but they lost him to Texas A&M.
They're looking at he might be flipping.
I haven't heard that at all. I would love that, but I don't think it's going to happen. But if it does, Miami go to number 1 because Mark Matthews, that was a huge loss.
Yeah.
But as of right now, they've got the cornerback Dante Wright, and then the 5-star quarterback Israel Adams, 5-star wide receiver Nick Lanier, and 5-star edge rusher Jaden Bryant.
Yeah, Miami has been loading up big time.
Hey, Jeff, quick question about your preseason top 25. Particular interest, did Iowa or Iowa State make the cut?
In the preseason poll, they have Iowa right at the bottom at number 25, which I'm not surprised. So
okay, I was wondering.
Yep.
That's another school that should be ranked higher. That's another school that should be ranked higher.
But
that's a problem though. We're gonna have a different quarterback this year now.
Yeah, that's true.
It sounds like Hecklinski could be the starter over Hank Brown. So we'll see.
But
hard to tell.
But the recruiting rankings has changed from the last time that we talked about them. Texas A&M still number 1, but you got Miami at number 2. You got Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Oregon at number 5, followed by Florida, Texas Tech, Virginia Tech at number 8. They've made a big jump. USC Trojans, and then Georgia at number 10, followed by Clemson, Ohio State at 12, Texas 13, Auburn, UCLA has jumped up to number 15.
Yeesh.
Penn State's at 16. Nebraska has moved up into the top 25 at 17. Wisconsin at 18. LSU. Kentucky is at 20th. Cal.
Yeah, I
Michigan.
fixed my damn screen finally. Fuck.
Minnesota, Washington, and Kansas State tops your top 25 currently.
Wow.
For the recruiting.
Surprised to see Minnesota in the top 25.
Yeah, I'm getting those tiendas right now, guys. It wouldn't be sports talk without those tiendas. I'm cooking up a 4-piece and 2 slices of pizza. Those tiendas.
Have fun
Well,
with your
yeah,
tenders,
at least you have a sports dinner there, Ted.
That's right. It ain't sports without them tiendas. Wolfie knows that.
Yeah,
Yep.
them tiendas.
Yep. Anyway. But yeah, I'm surprised on the recruiting to see Minnesota up there in the top 25.
Yeah.
Minnesota. Let's look at them real quick. Let's see. They have 4 4-stars. They don't have any 5 stars, but they do have 4 4-stars. Their top recruits currently is 4-star tight end Brooks Bacco out of North Dakota. And they also got another 4-star tight end, Drake McKilson, out of South Dakota. And then you got 4-star defensive line, Eli Deane, and 4-star linebacker, Tate Wallace, out of Iowa City, Iowa.
Okay. Wow, so they have one of the potential Hawkeye is a Golden Gopher, so.
That's okay. We don't mind. We're generous.
Anyway.
Tate's out of Regina High School in Iowa.
Yes. Regina. Iowa City, Regina. Great Hawkeye once coached that team. Marv Cook.
Yeah. Anyway, so
met the guy.
I think those 2 4-star recruits for tight ends for Minnesota might be good because I've watched Minnesota over the years. They run a multiple style offensive system where they line up where they can change formations from one and line up in different sets than you wouldn't expect. So sometimes you see a lot of like one time you can see them running the ace formation, or the other times you can see them line up in the shotgun, all that stuff. But with the double tight end sets that they can use, and with those 2 4-star tight ends, that'd be good for their double tight end packages.
Yeah.
Huh. Your new nickname, Brett, Dr. Football Formation.
Yeah, that's a lame one, Jeff.
Yep.
Anyway, so what else do you do? What else did you want to share out of that would have interest to the show? Because I know there's more in there besides that. I know they are talked about who they're predicting to win each conference this year. So I know the big conferences that are applied to the Big are going to be the Big 12, the Big 10, SEC, ACC. And I think that's about it, isn't it, Wolf?
Something like that.
Important to us.
Wow, that's something new for the World Cup. Holy shit!
As far as the
go ahead, Miss. I'm listening. I'm just looking up some shit for the World Cup, so when I can.
That's good.
All right. Well, when we get to that, I'll have you lead in the World Cup discussion.
Yeah, they have a new power ranking, a new individual player power rankings in the World Cup. I didn't know that until just now.
That's good.
Power ranking, individual player power ranking.
All right, Jeff, lay it on us.
That's okay. You're all good. That's about the news. If our great D-man wants to go into World Cup,
I think we still have.
No, we'll do that in a minute. Let's keep talking about football coming because we got time.
Okay.
I just didn't want to.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
So Jeff, I have a question. How many? So of course, for us, for us Iowa Hawkeyes, nothing is more impressive to us than the trophy games. How many trophy games do you predict we're going to get this season? Do you think we're going to get any of them, or do you think we're going to get all of them, or do you think we're going to get How many do you think we're
Well,
gonna
let's see here. Well, we're definitely taking the Cyhawk Trophy back to Iowa City. That's a fact. Because Iowa State's got a new coach and he's gonna suck for a fact. Oh, and within a couple of months, Kirk Ferentz is going to be the second oldest coach in college football behind Bill Belichick. Kirk Ferentz will turn 71 on August 1st.
Damn.
That's what I said, Ted. I thought, doggone, man.
Yeah, the old Trumper's 80 years old, I think. So, yeah, there's some old boys out there. Out there.
Them old toots are getting up there.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so another brief news highlight that just came out 20 hours ago.
Yeah.
5-star David Gabriel Gorgeous, the halfback that I said that Tennessee may be picking up. He went to a visit this last weekend to visit the campus, and he has canceled his visit to Georgia. So that tells me that he's probably fixing to commit to Tennessee.
That would be
good.
That would be a big pickup for the
Volunteers.
Volunteers.
They'll be shot from Rocky Top. I'll say that.
Hey, Wolf, if he commits, that's going to be a huge pickup for the Volunteers.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a monumental one for Tennessee because we haven't had a 5-star halfback since Chuck Webb.
Yep. Oh, great news.
God, off subject for a second. Did you guys hear about Jelly Roll and Buddy Exo getting a divorce?
I saw that.
Yep. I'm not surprised. Oh, by the way, any of us who were video game football nerds back then, I just found out College Football 27 is bringing back an old thing from the past. Mascot mashup. That means mascots can play each other.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've been waiting for that to make a comeback.
Watch Smokey run all over the turf.
Yeah,
that'd be sweet.
That's a dream matchup: Herky versus Smokey. That'd be a good one.
Herky and Smokey. Ooh, that'd be a doozy.
Yeah. I'm not saying we're rivals, Wolf. I'm not saying that.
Wolf against Brett.
Did you guys see that Germany game against Ukraine? 7-1.
Yep.
7-1.
Deutschland good. Sehr good. Deutschland.
Anyway, we'll get to the World Cup stuff. Don't worry, guys.
Of course, Big Brett.
All right. Kirsty's taking off. Good night, mate.
Good night, Kirsty.
Good night, Kirsty.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. So, just a little bit of European Football Alliance information.
Go for it.
You got Paris Musketeers at Nordic Storm. That's going to be, looks like the 21st at 1 p.m. And then you got Prague Lions versus Frankfurt Galaxy on the 21st at 4 p.m.
Prague.
Now, a lot of you that don't know, it is on TV if you have Fubo on Fubo Sports. If not, maybe me and one of the others here might do a game or two while they're going. It's on week 6 of their particular football season. Trying to find their standings here.
You said Fubo? F-U-B-O?
Yeah, Fubo, yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's
F-U-B-I. It's F-U-B-I. It's Fubu. He's saying it wrong.
Yeah.
Everything that's one app now that is completely free. You don't have to pay shit for that app, and you can watch shit on there. That's what they need to do, dude. They need to put, if they're gonna do that way they're doing it now, at least put the replays on fucking damn Fubu, where people that can't afford the apps can come watch it for free, even if it's just a rerun of it. Put it on something that's for free, where people that can't afford the shit can watch it, even if it's just a replay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So the standings are.
Hey, Wolf, I need you to get a hold of me, Wolf. Sorry, Wolf, go ahead.
Okay, so currently Munich is at number 1. The Munich Ravens is number 1. Number 2 is Nordic Storm. Third place is Paris Musketeers, followed by Frankfurt Galaxy, Raiders, Tyrol, and the Prague Lions are dead last currently. Each team has
So
already
what? They
had
got like
4
8 teams
games.
over there. They got like 8 teams, right? There's like 8 teams, isn't it?
There's only 6.
Hi guys,
6
I'm
or
back.
8. Okay.
I had pest control come through my place.
Oh, you're good.
Yep.
There's 6 teams currently. They're fixing to add 4 more teams to the league. I think it's either this next year or the one after.
Right.
I don't know the exact timing of that, but I know that there's supposed to be a few more joining the league at some point.
Also, after you're doing that, I want to talk about the closing of the UFL season when you're done. Talk about the European Football Alliance, Wolf.
Right.
That's the only info I've got right now on the European Football
All
Alliance
right.
now.
So transitioning into the UFL. Can't you believe it? First year expansion team, and Louisville is already UFL champions.
Yep.
Dude, if you notice that whole entire roster was ex-NFL players, the whole entire roster.
Wow.
So they have experience. They had experience already being on a football field. The whole darn team.
Yeah.
But the thing that I liked about that is the coach. The coach coached them the way that they should have been coached.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Did you watch the UFL title game, Jeff?
No, sir, but I heard a bunch about it.
Yeah, I thought and the funny thing is they were having the United Bowl in Washington, D.C., regardless of who the two teams are. And the thing is, it was pretty much a home game for the D.C. Defenders.
Oh.
When was that? Because there was a freaking damn UFC fight night
in Washington
on the White House property. I wonder how that happened.
It was Saturday. It was just last Saturday because I wanted to do it on the game. I thought it was Sunday. It was Saturday.
Yeah.
6 days ago. It was 6 days.
Because Ted wanted to do one of these panels and talk while we were watching the UFL game. He thought the UFL title game was Sunday, but it was that Saturday. So
5 days ago, yeah. 5 days.
Oh.
Yeah, remember the UFL championship games are on a different day than the NFL.
Okay, my bad. I don't mean to jump in, but I just looked up on the EFA page, and there is a future expansion for 2027 for London and Milan, and in 2028 that's contracted for Wolfsburg to join in. So there's three teams. Yeah.
That would make it, if there's 6 now, that would make it 9. But I don't see how it being an odd number would make it. How would they do the playoffs then? If there's only 9 teams.
I think the playoffs is only the top 4, I think.
Right. That sounds exciting.
Then how would they even do the rankings then?
I don't know how they do it, to be honest.
I'll have to look that up. Hold on 1 second. Let me look that up real quick, and then I'll give you guys that. What was it, the UFL?
It's called the European Football Alliance, EFA.
Right. Good old EFAs.
So, hey Jeff, did you see? Speaking of football, you were mentioning about the video game stuff. Did you see what they're going to be doing in a Madden with the franchise mode this time around?
What?
Did you see that new Persona engine and everything?
That's good.
Yeah, they're going to be doing. They're making some changes to that. Like, it's not going to be just standard like when you do player stuff. Like, they're going to have the stuff like the players actually do. Like they can demand a request to be traded, or they can like hold out and all that stuff. In the good version of Madden.
That's what we need. More holdouts.
Yep.
Yeah.
If we all have the cash for it, we will get those for our respective gaming systems and have at it.
I'm happy that College Football 27 is coming to PC.
Yep. And I'm glad it's going to be available for, of course, my Xbox Series S console.
The only thing that I'm not happy about is
Now,
that they haven't brought it out on mobile app yet. They have the Madden app. They need to bring out the NCAA football app now.
Well said, Eric.
What they need to do though is they need to really overhaul Team Builder, like do it like they did in NCAA 14.
Yeah,
because that was much more simpler.
Yeah, we need a Wolfie app. We should have a Wolfie app too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a Wolfie app, and every time there's breaking news, we have Ted's sound bit where he goes woof 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 on that.
Yeah, woof 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 woof.
Yeah, that'd be the
so
notification.
So the UEFA calculates its football rankings using a coefficient system based on performance in UEFA club competitions.
That's UEFA, not the European Football Alliance. That's the soccer. That's UEFA. That's not the EFA.
I said football. It's saying football, and this is what came up.
Okay, I believe it. I'll be back.
Well, at least I think that's what came up.
Yeah, UEFA is soccer, D-man.
Then why is it coming up that?
Because internationally, it's when they link it to that, they think it's football, and like they link it to soccer automatically. Because you're looking at the European Football Alliance, not the UEFA.
Yeah, if you type in European Football Alliance, it pops it right up. But you have to be specific with it. While D-Man's doing that, most people don't know, but the Canadian Football League just got started. They're on week 2, I believe. Maybe week 3.
They're on week 2.
Jenna
week
said,
2 or 3.
Jenna said, if there is a Wolfie app, I'm not paying for that, LOL.
Ha ha ha.
Ah ha ha, Jenna.
I have to pay for it anyway. It'd be fucking free anyway.
But,
can you imagine though? You just hear woof woof woof, and you know it's an alert for a new notification. Yep, woof woof woof. It would be funny. It'd be cute. I think people would go for it.
You have the notification options as either woof 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 or 10 does.
Hey, there you go, Wilma.
Do their power rankings.
Wilma says Wolfie app starting off with a howl.
Oh yeah, that too.
There you go.
Okay, so the Canadian Football League is actually at 9 teams right now too, and they're actually split in West Division and East Division. The West Division is currently led by Saskatchewan Rough Riders, and the East Division is currently being led by Montreal.
Yeah, come here.
Wait, what the hell's a Rough Rider?
I have no idea, but it.
Yeah, because the only Rough Rider I've ever heard of is a condom.
Oh God, Dad.
I have no clue what the Rough Rider is. Oh yeah, there's Wolfie's short right there.
Yep. That's the short right there. That's the short right there, Wolf. Wilma went OMG, Ted. Anyway.
Let me see something here.
Then they got that Women's Football Alliance, which is actually not too bad either. So, where the women are actually playing in full pads and everything.
Yeah, because we gotta Google that again. Yeah, is it legal to tackle by the breasts or not?
Oh my gosh! Don't. You're going to start doing that again.
Yeah, me and Wilma were talking about that. She thought the one that Ted said about tackling by the bra was hilarious.
Yeah, remember that, Brett? By the boobs and by the breast. Remember, I mean, by the bra though. Yeah, remember that? I
remember that when you said that one. That short. That was a good short that Wolfie made out of that one. That was pretty funny.
How many views did that end up with those views?
I don't know. It was up there. I know that.
And I said, let's address the elephant in the room. And then Dman goes, no, don't put us in the middle of that. You're the elephant in the room. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, remember when Dman said that? Dman goes, you're the elephant in the room. Don't put us in that category.
That was funny.
That was hilarious, man. And it was like last month or
I found it now. The EFA. So they do their rankings on multiple things. It says the European Football Alliance determines its rankings through a combination of traditional league standing and expert voted power ranking. The system operates on the following principles. League standings. Teams are ranked in the official table based strictly on their win-loss tie records. Points are awarded for each win, etc. 2 points for a win and none for a loss, with ties settled by specific tiebreakers like head-to-head records or overall point differential. Power rankings throughout the season. EFA experts and analysis publish weekly power rankings. These evaluate teams not just by their wins and losses, but by their overall performance. The inaugural EFA lineup consists of 6 elite franchises: the Paris Musketeers, the Raiders Tyrol, the Frankfurt Galaxy, the Prague Lions, the Munich Ravens, and the Nordic Storm. Those are the 6 original for the EFA team. The 6 original teams. So they go by multiple things. They kind of, if you look at and listen to it, it's kind of how we do ours here in the United States with our football, with the football here. Same
That's
shit.
not
It's the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ted, here's your explanation of what a Rough Rider is for Saskatchewan. It is known as a cowboy or a horse trainer who breaks wild, undomesticated horses.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, because I remember back in the 80s, there was a condom called Rough Rider. Yeah, because I remember I think I wore one too. I don't remember it being very comfortable though. And that's probably why it probably felt like a damn horse is what it was meant to feel like.
Hello,
Shut up,
Double
Ted.
M scratching show 49. Hello, MM Scratching says, "Hi, Wolfie, Brett A, Jeff, using D-Man's real name, Ted, Wilma, Sarah, and Bean."
I'm scratching.
Hold on, stop right there. That person that just said hi has to be an OG because nobody calls me Dallas anymore. That person called me Dallas. So whoever that is knows me from my other channel.
It's Shody. It's Shody.
It's Michelle. I'll be dang. The ping. I thought who's the only person I know who could throw a cute penguin in there and actually look good doing it?
Yeah, I forgot what the MM means. I think it's Michelle and Mike, I believe. The MM, I think, stands for Michelle and Mike, I think, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Hey,
But,
Wilma, did you hear me
the
earlier? I
MM.
said that I need you to get a hold of me later on when you have a chance.
all right. So how are you, Michelle? Good to see you.
Shouty.
Hey, you better tell us who you are because you're always changing your damn name, Michelle.
Michelle says you are correct, Ted.
Okay, I thought so.
Anyway. So,
By the way, news out of Knoxville, Kaz Coleman, the one that's the linebacker transferring from Penn State to Tennessee.
Yep.
He never showed up to spring camp, and everybody was wondering why he wasn't there. He has been having some education issues, and he's just now become educationally eligible, and he's at practice now. So that's more news out of Knoxville that just popped
That's
up.
good.
I just wanted to mention that.
All right. So,
Yeah, because Tennessee's got that good quarterback coming in, but they got some real good 4 and 5 stars.
there's the unofficial mascot for our channel. There's Hunter the cat.
Hunter.
Hi, Hunter. Yeah, I call I call Hunter our unofficial
Oh,
mascot.
okay, Michelle. Okay.
Our little shouty.
You know what the wolf as the icon wolf? I say D-Man's Cat Hunter is the unofficial mascot for our channel.
Yeah, because I mean, we knew it was somebody that we knew. I mean, I knew it was Michelle, but you know, oh yeah, I thought Michelle had a wrench. Okay, I thought she had a wrench. No, she didn't have a wrench. Okay, now I see why you guys didn't know who it was.
Now you see why I didn't recognize who it was
Yeah,
either.
I'm so used to seeing her with a wrench.
Shit, he just jumped on my back.
Yeah, that threw me off
Hi,
too because
Hunter.
I know that she's a moderator on her other page. So
Hi, Hunter. There's our
He just jumped on
mascot.
my back from by the door.
There's our mascot, Wolf.
Look how big he's getting. He's got real muscles right here. If you look on the right here in the middle of his body, look at his muscles. He's
yeah,
really got fucking muscles, man. He really got muscles.
Mm. I love seeing Hunter.
I kind of figured it was somebody old because see, nobody calls me. There's only a few people that still call me down, and she's one of them. That's why I figured it was somebody that already knew me, because Michelle's the only one that's ever called me down through the whole entire time. She's never, ever, ever called me D-Man. Never. She always calls me down.
I see her.
Another person that always calls me down. Another person that always calls me down is Hardin James, Tex Guy. Those are the only three that I know that has never ever called me D-Man. They've always called me down.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, and I do got another channel. I did start another channel. It's the same name, D-Man's Diamond Art, and just put and like the letter and just by itself and more, and you'll find me. It's a picture of Hunter. I think it's a picture of Hunter.
Right.
I got 10 subscribers on there. I'm trying to get it to 50 so I can go live on that channel as well.
Mm.
How you doing, Sarah?
Hi, Sarah.
Anyway, so
So, what's next?
all right. You know what? Why don't we just let's get the ball out of the park.
Let's go ahead and go to the World Cup talk
All right,
for
D-Man,
you and Brett there.
You want to lead in?
So, yeah, go ahead.
No. So here, presenting with our leading in with our World Cup discussion. Let's throw it to D-Man. D-Man, the floor is yours.
Hey, look, guys, man. I don't know if it was Argentina or this World Cup has bringing more people to this sport. That is back here in the United States after 32 years. Last time we've had the Olympics here in the World Cup, the World Cup here was in 1994. Was the last time it was on United States soil until now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, my pick is always going to be the United States. But if they end up getting kicked out, which everybody's saying they're not going to make it far, with how they played the first game, I see them making it at least to freaking farther than they have ever in the last how many World Cups.
If the United States can beat Australia on Friday, which is tomorrow, they have a good shot of getting into the knockout round.
Yeah. Let me go and.
How many has USA lost? They lost one, right?
No, sir. They have not lost not one game.
Okay. I thought
They only played
one.
one. They only played one, and they won 4-1. They only played one
they
game
did
so
too.
far.
Okay, I thought they did
Let
too.
me check this.
And then they lost to Germany, but that was a friendly match, I think.
It was a friendly match. Yeah, that had nothing to do with the World Cup. Those are matches right for them to practice for the World Cup. But I'll tell you, like I told you, that 7-1 game. Okay, standings. Okay, in standings, you got Mexico Mexico. Oh, that's Group A. Mexico 1-1. No, Mexico 1-1 and North Korea Republic 1-1. Chechnya and South Africa lost, so they're down in the points. United Group B was Switzerland lost. This whole entire Group B lost. Canada lost, Qatar lost, Bosnia, whatever that name is. So if the United States does lose, I got to go with Argentina. Is that?
Oh yeah, Argentina's got a tough team always.
Argentina?
Like Brazil. Argentina and Brazil are like huge rivals.
Never mind about getting a hold of me then, Wilma.
I'll be right there, guys.
Yeah.
The only thing I can tell you on info wise is that I know that what is it? Zekia is taking on South Africa right now, and it's 1-1. Later on today, you got Switzerland versus Bosnia, Canada versus Qatar, and Mexico versus Korea Republic.
Get out.
And all of these are on Fox.
Yeah, the one thing I was going to ask you about, Wolfie, is you said something about the flip on Mark Matthews. Because to me, that one really stung to lose a home kid, the home kid to have him leave. The reason why is because I heard he shut his recruitment down and he said that he's home at Texas A&M. So I'm trying to wonder who's saying he's flipping because as far as I know, they pretty much stopped pursuing him altogether. That's what I was wondering.
That was according to CBS Sports just report 8 hours ago. So I don't know.
So something might have happened then recently then. Okay, because, yeah, as far as I knew, he wasn't planning on flipping. He shut his recruiting down, but that's the one to me that stung the most because think of that with him and Cantwell and some of them other people they put on that line. They're going to rebuild that big line they had, and with him, it would have been, he would have been a big chess piece to Miami having that, the trench, the trenches. I think, because they've got some big boys on that line. They got some huge guys, but, with Mirabal being such a good coach, I can't believe Matthews didn't go to Miami. I just, they must have threw a big bag of money at him at Texas A&M. They had to have.
I have a feeling the NIL, I agree with Ted. I think the NIL had something to do with it.
Yeah, why would he leave home? You know what I mean? Like, they gave him a pretty good offer, but Texas A&M probably knew, hey, we got to get this guy, man.
I don't know if there's talk of flip, then they may have Miami may have put some more money in or something. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking too. Think about it. What else could make him flip? It has to be money, because I just don't see why the kid would leave home unless it was for money.
Oh.
You come out of high school and somebody's throwing you $1 million or $2 million. That's going to sway you. Unfortunately, it shouldn't because sports is supposed to be really about the sport, not about the money. But unfortunately, that's just what money's done to the sport. It's kind of ruined it in ways.
So
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, like I said, I got
going back to the world. Going back to the world.
Okay, yeah, back to the World Cup for a moment. Could either you or D-Man explain what these groups are? Group A, Group B, Group C, because it don't make sense to me.
It's
so there's group play. So you get your top two teams, right? The top two teams in each group. Excuse me. Hold on 1 second. Let me get something to drink.
I'll speak while you're getting something.
Yeah, groups just like it's just like they do like the NFL East West.
Hold on. No, it's different. It's different. So you got these two group for 1A or whatever. So the top two teams in each group make it to the next. Then you got 8 teams. 8 teams. After them top 2 teams make it to the next, there's going to be 8 more teams that will make it, that will place third, and then the 4th place team for each group will go home. There's only 8 other countries that will get past this round outside of the top 2. Then it'll go to the next round. So it goes by region of the world. They do these. It goes by region of the world. Whatever region you're in.
Okay.
Go
So
ahead.
there are 12. So there are 12 groups, and you're saying that the top 2 of each move on. So it'll be 24 teams in a playoff.
That's
Right?
a lot.
Yeah.
That's a ton of people, man.
Your Tennessee accent, buddy.
So then you guys got to remember though too. This World Cup has more countries than any other World Cup we've ever had. There's 48 countries. There's 48 countries in this World Cup. We've never had a World Cup has never had 48 countries.
Okay,
From
but I get that. I'm just trying to figure out how it breaks down
So
going on.
I can explain a little bit better. So there are 12, since there's 48 teams in the World Cup, right, Wolfie? So there are 12 groups of 4. They do what is called group play or pool play. So the top 2 teams who has the best records or goal differentials advance to the next stage, which is the start of the knockout stage. So by the time the group pool play is over, so each team, I think they play each team plays everybody in their pool once. So like
So it goes group play and then playoff basically.
They call it the knockout stage.
Exactly.
So they knock it down from 24, and then they keep playing until they have down to the final 2 teams. They usually have 2 games at the finals. They have a third place game normally.
We have
where the last 2 teams who got knocked out before the final 2 teams, they play for third place, and then of course whoever wins that gets the third place, and then they have the championship match, which is the 2 teams that made it through the knockout stage.
Okay, so that brings up another question, because soccer still has ties. How do you figure that out if you end up with like a 3-way tie?
Okay, so you guys got to remember. Okay, so each win is 3 points. Each tie is 0 for each team. So it only way you'll get points is if you win. So when you go and you play each game in your group, say you win 2 and you lose 2. You're only getting 6 points. They go by how many points you make. And I don't know if it goes.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that, like Group A, for example. Let's say if they all in like 3 teams ended up being 2-2, how would that work?
Goal differential in aggregate.
Goal differential. It's the goals. How many goals they made. So, like, United States already has 4 goals. They would like
we're plus 4.
If it's tied, huh?
So we're already at a plus 4 for goal differential. So
we're already at a plus 4, exactly. And then that team that scored fucking 7 points, they're up 7 points already. There's nobody gonna catch them guys with 7 points.
So
go ahead, Brett.
Let me give you a specific example, Wolf. Let's say I'll use our group, the one the United States is in. So say we have 2 wins and we have 10 goals, and then our next opponent, our next one in our group has 10 as tied for the same amount of wins, but they have 6 goals. Because we have more goals in the differential than they do, we advance based on that amount of goals that we have. That's how we advance to the next stage. That's how they determine the tiebreakers.
Right. Okay, so like here in Group K. So here in Group K, example, okay, you got Colombia with 3 points, right? Then you got Congo DR with 1 point, and then you got Portugal with 1 point. Those are your top 3 teams Your top two automatically go. Then you got 8 teams. 8 teams are going to advance outside of that to the next round. Then that's where you start. That's where your knockout round start. After these top 2 teams from each one, and then the 8 teams that will eventually end up passing, which are in third place, they would move on to the knockout round after that. Then
Okay.
once they get to the hold on. Once they get to the knockout round, it's win or go home. Either you win, move on, or you lose and you go home until the final.
Okay, I understand that, but but here are Group G and Group H. Look at those, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They're exactly all the same.
Well,
So
then it would just depend
they
on
still got more games to play, though. They still got more games to play. Now that I see what you're saying. 3-3-3. Okay. Then
If you keep on tying, how do you break that down? I mean, you'd have to do a son and
I
death.
know there was something in soccer called an aggregate, so I wonder if they put that into play.
Looks like a
Because I know. Now I'm trying to think if I know in the I think in the preliminary rounds in the group play, it's just a tie. But I think in the knockout rounds, I think they do either golden goal or if in the game if it's tied. I know they either do golden goal or they do penalty kicks. So
it's penalty kicks.
I might
They get 5. Each team gets 5 penalty kicks, but I haven't seen it in this World Cup yet. I have not seen it in this World Cup. I have not so far. They got them a draw. I think when they're in the knockout round, I think that's when they're going to start the penalty kick. But as of right now, in the
not joining today.
But I see where you're coming from, Wolf, about what you're saying about how do they determine the tiebreaker.
Because you see the way I see it, with it being a quote unquote playoff, there shouldn't be a tie. Just like with football, y'all say that football shouldn't have ties. I don't think soccer should have ties. If it comes to a tie, there should be a sudden death, and that would determine the winner. If it came down to that.
At the end,
but you guys got to remember though too. You guys got to remember these guys run at least 20 to 24 miles in the 90-minute game, bro. One thing that a lot of people are having issues with. Why does not the time stop when the injury, when they're changing and subbing players in? The time does not stop.
It doesn't.
It keeps going.
Yep. But the one thing I'm glad that they're doing in the World Cup this year is that they're doing the hydration breaks.
Hey, Tex guy.
That's a good thing.
Oh, I love that. That is one of the best things that they could have ever did for the World Cup, dude. That's the best thing they could ever did for the World Cup.
The best example I can give you to what I'm trying to explain is my cousin in high school was the goalkeeper for the high school team.
Okay.
And I went to some of their games, and they never once did ties. If it came down to it being 1-1 at the end, they would do a sudden death penalty kick.
Okay. Let me ask you this then. Okay, so if they're tied, and these 5 kicks are tied, you want them to keep going over 100 minutes? There's a couple games that I've seen, but you want to determine a winner, which I can understand why they do the draw instead of letting them do the penalty kick or the extra kicking, because that could take for a whole nother match sometime if it really went down to it.
Well, I know the rule states that in actual soccer competition, at the end of 90 minutes plus the stoppage time, that if a team's tied at 1-1 normally, that you're supposed to have 2 15-minute extra time periods, and then if it's still tied after that, the tournament says you're supposed to do penalty kicks. But after 5 penalty kicks, and if it's tied, they keep doing penalty kicks until one team actually, I think, wins by 2 or something like that. But there are
really, Ted, you said that to yourself, Ted? You really said that to yourself?
but there are some.
Did you read what it wrote? What I wrote?
Yeah, never mind. I read it wrong.
Okay, Texter. That's
Yeah,
Texteruski, Tex guy.
Yeah,
I know in English Premier League
saw
soccer.
I saw Ted for some.
In English, so I'll give you an example, Wolfie. In English Premier League soccer, which they have over in the UK, sometimes
Hold on,
they
let me look it up. I'm gonna look it
Well,
up.
they
real
have
quick.
a-
Go ahead, Brad.
they have to have a tied match. Sometimes they have this thing called an aggregate, AGGREGATE, and I think it just depends on how they advance, and that they use that sometimes to determine which team wins the match. So, but I know in the championship game, usually for the championship game, they have what is called the golden goal, which is sudden death overtime, and that is like in our version of football, where it's like the first team to score wins. In when they use the golden goal rule, Wolfie, the first team to score.
Okay, here you go. I got it now, Brett. When you're done, I'll go ahead and explain it to him. I found it.
Go ahead, Wolf.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ted.
Okay.
Go ahead, D-Man.
Okay, so the rules for the FIFA World Cup. It says World Cup matches follow standard FIFA laws of the game, but include unique tournament regulations such as a 48-team format, mandatory hydration breaks, strict time wasting penalties, and extra time with penalty shootouts for knockout stages. So they're only going to do it. They're only going to do the penalty kick in the knockout stages. So that's why you're seeing all these draws right now, is because they're not doing it in the first round. They're doing it in the knockout stages. They're going to start the penalty kicks if it's tied at the end of regular 90 minutes. That's when they're going to do the penalty in the knockout stages, not now.
But they have a 30-minute. They usually have 30 minutes of extra time though before they usually do the penalty. So.
This guy's better not have delivered my water right now.
So, but yeah.
Oh, here's extra time. Here's extra time and tiebreakers. Let me read this there. Wolf. It says group stage tiebreakers. If teams finish tied on points, tiebreakers are applied in the order. Okay. Hold on, let me zoom this back in real quick. It says it's group. If teams finish on points, tiebreakers are applied in order: goal difference, total goals scored, head-to-head results, fair play points, whatever fair play points is, how they do that, and finally a drawing of lots. It says extra time. If knockout games are tied after 90 minutes of regulation, the match continues into 30 minutes of extra time, which you were right, Brett. You were right. 2 15-minute half. Penalty shootout. If the score remains tied after the extra time, the match is decided by a penalty shootout. Each team takes an alternate series of 5 kicks. If it's still tied, it moves to sudden death rounds until a winner emerges. There's your answer, Wolf. There is your answer to your question.
Okay, but that brings up another question, because I gotta know now. What the fuck is a fair play point?
I don't know what it is either.
I'm gonna look that up. Well, hey, Brett, look up fair point in the World Cup for me.
Okay, I'll look it up real quick.
Because that's what that fair play point.
Okay, so fair play points are a tiebreaker system used during the FIFA World Cup group stage to determine what team advances to the knockout round if all other standard tiebreakers. Oh, so the team who has the fewest yellow and red cards.
Okay, so they base it off of less penalties then.
Yeah, so it's teams
penalties. Exactly, yeah. Okay, so the hydration break thing.
I'll be honest, that one's kind of stupid, but that's just my opinion.
Okay, so the new rules that they set up for the World Cup this year, One of them is hydration break. So referees pause the match 22 minutes into both halves for a mandatory 3-minute water break. Substitution: a player leaving the pitch must exit within 10 seconds. If they exceed this, the substitute must wait on the sideline for 1 minute, leaving the team temporarily with 10 players. Time wasting restriction. Goalkeepers have a maximum of 8 seconds to release the ball. Additionally, a 5-second visible countdown applies to throw-ins and goal kicks. Infractions results in a turnover or corner kick. Injury rule: any outfield player needing on-field medical attention must leave the pitch and wait for 1 full minute before rejoining the match. Captain's rules: only the team captain is permitted to approach a referee to discuss decision. Protest: mouth covering. Mouth covering. They stopped even people covering their mouth while they're talking in the protest and mouth covering. Players covering their mouth during confrontation with opponents or leaving the pitch to protest a referee's decision are shown in a red card. That's crazy. But that's a lot of. But that's for the World Cup. That's not for like your other league, your other soccer league.
All things Harbor, welcome in, welcome in.
Hey, Harbor.
Thank you for the information there. All things, appreciate it.
Hey, Harbor.
All
Like
right.
I said, at least the one thing.
Now, if we want to move on to something else, we
Hey,
can.
Harbor.
I fell asleep last night. I didn't get a lot of stuff like I wanted to.
Hey, Harbor. The one thing about this panel is at least we don't have frogs stealing Cheetos. So, no, I know Harbor from another channel, Wolf. So, anyway, so I know a lot of you guys have been
No.
I've
No.
heard that this has been requested, but one of the things that I guess Wolf told me last night, and I guess y'all asked for it, is our random trivia question segment.
Yeah, it's been a hot request to bring it back. So
You know what? Let me look at some World Cup trivia questions.
How many World Cups does Brazil have? There's one right there. How many cups has Brazil won? There's your first trivia question. I know the answer.
I have the answer.
I do know the answer.
Okay, Jeff, do you want to take a guess?
Nah, I'm sitting back enjoying you guys babbling your mouths off. I love it.
Wolf, do you have a guess?
well, I think the last time that Brazil won was back in 2002. I think I remember something about that being their fifth. I don't think they've been since. Is that correct?
No.
You got it. They have 5.
Okay. Who is the okay? I have a trivia question. Who is the only player in history to win 3 men's World Cup titles?
That's Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
You would be wrong, D-Man. You got a guess, Ted or Wolf?
What was the exact question?
Who is the only player in history to win 3 men's World Cup titles? Without looking it up, can you guess?
I don't know a whole lot about soccer. I'm gonna have to think about that one for a moment here.
If you don't have a guess, I can tell you. Okay. It is. I'll give you the answer, Wolf. Crazy enough, it is one of the most famous Brazilians of all time, Pele.
Okay.
Okay. Which country hosted the very first World Cup in 1930? I'll give you a multiple choice on this one. It's A, Brazil, B, Uruguay, C, Nicaragua, or D, Mexico?
Brazil.
Do you want me to repeat the multiple choice, Wolf?
Oh, that's right. Pele is the one that freaking won 3 World Cup. They have him in the freaking damn World Cup video. A World Cup commercial. Yeah, Pele. Yeah, he's the only one that won it. But who did he play for, though? Brazil.
Yep.
He
Okay.
played for Brazil.
The answer is Uruguay because they also won it in 1930. Okay. I have another one here. Which African nation, this is from Africa, guys. Which African nation made history in 2022 by becoming the first from their continent to reach a World Cup semifinal? Is it A, Ethiopia, B, Morocco, C, Egypt, or D, Congo?
Congo.
You would be wrong, D-Man. The answer is Morocco.
What's up, Jim? I was going to say Morocco, too.
Yeah.
Babe, come get him.
Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Yeah, put him back in the damn cage.
So, what is okay? Who is the USA's all-time leading World Cup goal scorer? Do you have a guess, D-Man? I'll repeat the
No, I'm
question.
trying to think.
I'll repeat the question. Who leads the United States all-time leading goal scoring? Okay, who is the USA's all-time leading World Cup goal scorer? I'll give you a hint. He can play midfield and forward, and at one time he was a commentator for Fox.
I'm going to it for 5.
Do you give up?
Yeah, because I don't know.
Does the name Landon Donovan ring a bell?
Oh, Landon Donovan. Oh, my God. Yes.
He had 5 goals.
I'm glad I'm just sitting back listening to all this
Okay.
stuff. I wouldn't have a clue.
How many nations have participated in every edition of the World Cup?
United States, Brazil.
You got one of them. You got one right, D-Man, because there was only one that was right. I'll give you a hint. Which one did you get correct? Was it USA or Brazil?
It's the United States.
It was Brazil.
What?
Brazil has been one of the nations that has participated in every edition of the World Cup.
You think United States would be one of them too, but I guess not. I guess not.
Probably not during World Wars.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who has?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who has appeared in the most World Cup matches all time? I'll make this multiple choice. Is it A, Pele, B, Landon Donovan, C, Lionel Messi, or D, Cristiano Ronaldo?
Dang, it's Messi or Ronaldo.
E.
And I just heard this damn
I
thing.
want to say
question.
Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm. Just kidding.
What's your guess, D-Man?
And damn, dude, I know it's Messi, guys. It's Messi.
D-Man
It's
is
Messi.
correct. I'll give you a
It's
bonus.
Messi.
Bonus question.
I
D-Man.
just heard this question yesterday on watching the freaking watching the World Cup. That's how I knew the answer. It's Messi.
Okay, D-Man, bonus question. How many?
How many? Ugh.
How many matches has Lionel Messi appeared in the World Cup? How
I
many?
could not tell you. I could not tell you.
I'll give you a multiple choice. Is it A, 24, B, 25, C, 26, or D, 27?
3.
Damn, I heard this one too. Oh, give me a second. I think it's 25, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 25.
You're one off. It was 26.
26, damn it. I was gonna say 25 or 26. That was another thing that I heard about. I couldn't remember which one it was. I knew it was 25 or 26.
Okay.
I saw your Facebook post, Brad. It looked very
Yep.
beautiful.
Okay. Who are the 2 players to score a hat trick in a World Cup final?
Ooh.
I'll give you a hint.
I know Messi's one. Messi's one of them.
Nope. I'll repeat it. I'll repeat it slowly. Who are the 2 players to score a hat trick in a World Cup final?
Messi and Ronaldo?
Wrong. The first answer, you have to go back to 1966. A player by the name of Geoff Hurst, Geoffhurst from England in 1966. The second player is Kylian Mbappe from France, Mbappe in 2022. Okay.
2022.
In case you guys wanted to know how that name is pronounced, Kylian Mbappe. He plays for Real Madrid in Spain.
Okay, thanks, Jeff.
Oh, okay.
And nice.
Mbappe, you're talking about? Oh, yeah. Dude, he's one of my favorite players.
Okay.
That's played for PSG in France.
Okay. Which nation? Okay, I'm going to ask 2 consecutive questions. Which nation has lost the most World Cup matches, and which nation? I'll start out with that one. Which nation has lost most of their World Cup matches? The most World Cup matches. Is it A, Canada, B, United States, or C, Mexico?
I would have to say Mexico.
You would be correct, Wolfie. Now, I'm not going to ask a bonus question because I'm not going to do that. I'll give you the answer. Mexico has lost 28 World Cup matches. All right. Which nation has won the most World Cup matches? Is it A, Brazil, B, Spain, or C, Germany?
Brazil.
Yep. Do you guys want me to ask the bonus question, or do you guys want me to tell you how many?
I think we already classified that. That was 5.
Nope, that's World Cup matches, not titles, Wolf.
Oh, total matches.
It's
I don't
3.
know total matches.
It's 3.
76. Oh. Which nation has the most World Cup final appearances without ever having winning it? It's going to be a European country, so here are your choices. A, France, B, the Netherlands, or C, Germany.
I want to guess Germany.
D-Man, you have a guess, bro?
I'm thinking.
Actually, Wolf, Germany would be wrong. The correct answer is actually the Netherlands. They had 3 finals appearances in 1974, 1978, and 2010. Okay. Who has the record for most goals scored in a single World Cup match? Now, this is a thinker. Is it A, Lionel Messi, B, Oleg Salenko, or C, Cristiano Ronaldo?
It's Ronaldo.
Wrong. It is actually Oleg Salenko from Russia. He had 5 against Cameroon.
course, played a no-name team, but how the hell did they to the finals? That's crazy.
Okay, here's one for you. Which nation has appeared in the most penalty shootouts at the World Cup? Is it A, Germany, B, Spain, C, Argentina, or D, Portugal? Anyone have a guess?
No.
I don't know.
It's actually Argentina. They had 7. Oh, here's one. Okay, which world? This is gonna be a multiple choice by year, so you guys think about that. Which World Cup had the most goals scored in a single tournament? Is it A, 1980, B, 1994, or C, 2022?
Repeat the question again.
Which World Cup had the most goals scored in a single tournament? Was it A, 1980, B, 1994, or C, 2022?
Well, I know that my uncle talked a lot about 1994, but my cousin was big on 22. I'm going to guess 22.
You would have been right, Wolfie. 172 total goals scored in 2022. Okay. Okay. So, Jeff, I know Jeff would know this if he's still here. He's muted, dang it. Okay. Here's an interesting question. Okay, you listening, guys? Which nation holds the record for the most appearances in the World Cup final? Most appearances in the finals of the World Cup. Is it Spain, France, or Germany?
Probably France.
You are wrong, Wolf. It is actually Germany. They have 8. 1954, 1966, 1974, 1982, 1986, 1990, 2002, and 2014.
Wilma got it right.
Wow, she was right. Okay, here's an interesting question. Now, this is a simple one. How many World Cup finals have gone to penalties? Is it 1 final, 2 finals, 3 finals, or 4 finals?
If I was throwing a guess, I'd say 2.
Wilma is wrong and Wolfie is wrong. The answer is 3. 1994, Brazil versus Italy. 2006, Italy versus France. 2022, Argentina versus France. Okay. Which confederation has the most FIFA World Cup titles? Is it CONCACAF, which is like North America, or is it UEFA, which is Europe? CONCACAF or UEFA? Who do you think has the most? Which confederation has the most FIFA World Cup titles?
UEFA.
You're right, Wolfie. I'll give you a bonus question. How many? A, 10, B, 11, or C, 12?
I don't know. The number 11 sticks out to me. I don't know why.
Are you going to say 11?
Yeah.
You're close. 12. Okay. Which nation went unbeaten in a record 16 qualifiers to reach the FIFA World Cup this year? Is it Germany, France, Argentina, or South Korea?
I don't know that one.
If you had to take a guess, what would you say, Wolf? If you just had to take a guess.
Okay, what was the question one more time?
Okay, which nation? You got me?
Mm-hmm.
Which nation went undefeated in a record 16 qualifiers to reach the FIFA World Cup this year? Is it Germany, France, or South Korea?
I mean, I haven't really watched much of the anything about it this year, but I would say probably France.
Ooh, we have a loser, Johnny. The answer is South Korea. Okay, here's an interesting question. Which player has the most minutes played at the FIFA World Cup? Most minutes. Is it A, Wayne Rooney, B, Lionel Messi, or C, Cristiano Ronaldo?
I've never heard of the first one. I'm going to say Ronaldo.
It was Lionel Messi. All right. All right. Jeff, you sometimes have random knowledge of this stuff, so I have a question for you. I have a World Cup question for you.
Give me a break, man. Come on.
I have a World Cup question for you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Which FIFA World Cup? What year? Which year a FIFA World Cup was the first to be held in Asia? What year? I'll give you a multiple choice, Jeff. Is it A, 2000, B, 2001, or C, 2002?
C.
All right, bonus question, Jeff. Which countries?
Japan.
What other country?
Korea.
Which Korea?
South.
You're correct.
Yeah. North Korea wouldn't have a chance.
All right, now to more modern stuff. All of you can answer this.
Or do the other guys want to talk about something else?
We're doing the trivia stuff, so this is our trivia segment.
Maybe we're putting all our listeners to sleep.
Yeah. Okay, one last question, and then we can call it a show, Wolf. Sounds fair?
Right.
Okay, which FIFA World...
Unless some folks want to go back to the football questions, because that's what people like.
Yeah,
I'll ask one final question, then we can go back to the football. Fair enough?
That's fine.
Okay, which FIFA World Cup introduced the VAR, the video assistant referee technology? Is it A, 2010, B, 2014, C, 2018, or D, 2022?
Well, considering that football was the one that brought in the actual reviews, I'm going to say probably 2018 is when soccer introduced it.
That is actually correct, Wolf. It was in Russia, the World Cup in Russia in 2018.
Last time they'll ever host it. Thank goodness.
All right. So that's been our World Cup segment. Now,
we'll bring a few football questions before we wrap up the show. So,
all right, I've got some.
Bring up some questions for us here.
All right, we're going to be doing college football trivia.
We could do chicken tenders trivia.
That's a good joke, Jeff. That was a good joke.
Yeah, I bet Ted would be all over that one.
Oh, easily.
All right, we're going to start out with an easy question. Beginning in 1927, Ole Miss played which rival in the battle for the Golden Egg?
Easy,
yes.
Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
Yep.
Frank Sinkwich was one tough back. In fact, he was the first halfback from the SEC to ever win the Heisman Trophy in 1942. From which great SEC program did Sinkwich find great success? I'll give you a multiple choice. Is it A, Alabama, B, Tennessee, or C, Georgia?
Sink.
I want to say
Think.
Alabama.
What'd you say, Jeff? What's your answer?
Oh, I'm thinking. Well, Eric being from the SEC land, I think he knows that one.
But you said you muttered an answer, Jeff.
No, I didn't.
Well, I thought you had said C, but actually, what was your answer, Wolf?
I said
He
Alabama.
said Bama. Roll
It was
Tide.
Georgia. It was Georgia.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
well, Uga was barking at that time.
Okay,
Woof.
so for Georgia Tech,
Sorry. That was my.
what is the name of the vehicle that takes the field before home games for Georgia Tech? What is the name of the vehicle?
Oh,
Ramblin' Wreckmobile.
yeah, I think it is called Ramblin' Wreck. Yeah.
Yep, it is Ramblin' Wreck. Jeff,
Ramblin'.
you know your cars. What kind of car is the Ramblin' Wreck?
Old Model T.
You would be wrong. It's a 1930 Ford Model A Sport Coupe.
Yeah, that's why you like Ford, Brett. Mustang.
Hi, Joy.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Joy.
Hello to friends of Eric and friends.
All right. Hey, Joy. What's up?
You got
You're in
friends.
time. You're
You
in
guys
time.
got friends in high places.
Oh, even Harbor got that question.
Good job.
All right. Under head coach Chuck Amato, which quarterback took his NC State Wolfpack team to 4 straight bowl games from 2001 to 2004?
Russell Wilson.
Wrong.
Philip Rivers.
Jeff is correct.
Well.
I knew it had to be one of the two.
Yep. Amato.
Okay, Jeff. I'm going to test your guys' history. The first college football game was played on November 6th, 1869, when Rutgers hosted what Ivy League university?
Yale.
Yale.
It was wrong.
Yale.
It's wrong.
Harvard.
I want to say Princeton.
Wolf is correct.
I've been Ivy Leagued so much.
Okay, which former TCU player set an NCAA Division 1A or FBS record for the most rushing yards in a single game in 1999 in a game against UTEP?
Danian Thomason.
Jeff is correct.
Hot dog. You're all looking at me like, what? Sorry. Thank you, ESPN Classic, for that one.
That's actually taking me a ways back.
Yep. We were all young pups. We were all young
Jeff,
pups.
I got one for you.
Okay, Brett.
This is the reference is think Kentucky Wildcats football.
I don't think Kentucky Wildcat football. I think hoops, buddy boy.
Who was the first Kentucky Wildcats player inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and what year did this happen?
I think I know this. Hang on, let me see.
Yeah, anybody from the SEC would know that one. One thing. And they got a schnazzy stadium down there in Lexington too.
Okay, I'll give a hint to Jeff on this one. Jeff, he played famously as a dual position player in the AFL.
Was it Bob Gain?
Nope.
It must have been a guy who played once for your Patriots, matter of fact. Vito Babe Perilli.
That is wrong too.
Ha! I was right.
It was George Blanda.
Oh man, that old goat.
He played for 26 years with the Bears, Colts, Oilers, and Raiders.
Yeah.
All right.
He played the Giants at 56 and got his
All right.
butt kicked.
All right. So here's another one. So this I'll give you the reference. University of Louisville Cardinals. Nicknamed the Golden Arm, this legendary quarterback wore number 16 and played for the Cardinals from 1951 to 1955.
Oh, we all know who that was. Johnny Unitas.
Jeff is correct.
Yep. And they also have a famous alumnus too, the guy who founded Papa John's Pizza.
Okay, Brett, back to the
Nice screen, Jason.
back to the Kentucky question.
Yeah.
Yes, the first notable player inducted to the Hall of Fame from Kentucky was George Blanda, but the first actual player to get inducted to the College Football Hall of Fame was Bob Gain.
Bob Gain.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Okay. Okay, Jeff and Wolfie.
And that's a wrap for the show.
What school, college football homes, which school is termed as the Mecca of college football?
The Mecca of college football.
Which school? Jeff, since you knew about me through my time in high school, I'll give you a hint. The consolidated high school I went to had the same fight song as this college.
Must be Michigan.
Nope.
I'll
give you a hint.
Well, I mean, the Mecca of college football would be the Rose Bowl, so I would have to guess Stanford.
Nope. I'll give you a hint. Play like a champion today.
Well, that'd be number 2 on the list. That's Notre Dame.
Yep. It's home to the College Football Hall of Fame.
Yep. Oh, and that place that has the touchdown Jesus icon on it at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's more commonly known as the heart of college football. The Mecca of college football is the Rose Bowl in Pasadena.
Yep. And the place that has the touchdown Jesus icon on it, that's the Father Theodore Hesburgh Library.
Okay, I have an interesting question for you guys.
What?
So we all know that currently the Arizona State team are called the Sun Devils.
Yep.
What was the very first original Arizona State mascot? You might be surprised what the answer is.
What?
Would it be crazy if I told you if it was the Bulldog? They were originally known as the Arizona State Bulldogs, but in 1946, the student body voted to change the mascot to the Sun Devils.
Okay.
What year?
1946.
Right.
Look it back up. In 1889, it was an owl.
Nice.
I didn't know that.
Owls. What a hoot.
Arizona State University first mascot was an owl, adopted in 1889 when the institution was known as Tempe Normal School.
I didn't know that.
We once had an Iowa State normal school. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And then they adopted the Bulldogs in 1922.
That's good.
When they became the Arizona State Teachers College.
Oh yeah,
and then they became the university.
Iowa State Teachers College.
Okay,
which was in Cedar Falls.
Jeff, Wolfie, here's the next question.
Yeah, here's
the reference is Air Force football. All right.
Okay.
Flap.
Air Force football program started in 1955. What year did Falcon Stadium open?
The source, Brett, but you're amazing.
All right, I'll give you a multiple choice. Is it A, 1958, B, 1960 or C, 1962?
Or D, how's that yummy drink of yours?
1962.
You would be correct, Wolf.
Bravissimo.
And if
All
I'm
right.
not mistaken, that first game was against Colorado State.
That's good. Bunch of Colorado boys going
I could
at
be
it.
wrong, but I want to say it's Colorado State.
Yep.
Okay. Jeff, you and I were both alive for this, but you probably have a little bit more of a thinker than I was. This is this is rival. This is the reference is rivalry. 1990s UCLA versus USC football.
Yeah.
Name the fifth string senior walk-on quarterback that took the Bruins to victory in the 1992 crosstown rivalry at the Rose Bowl.
Cade McCown.
Nope. This is 1992, Jeff. 1992.
1992. I was 11 years old. I wouldn't give a hoot and
Oh,
holler.
I didn't realize we lost Dman. I'll be right back. I can't
All right.
hear Jeff.
Go ahead. Go ahead and hop off and hop back on.
All right. It was somebody named John Barnes, Jeff.
I don't know anything about that son of a
I
gun.
wouldn't know
Sorry
either.
to say.
Jeff. Okay,
Waterloo.
you might be able to get this one.
Waterloo.
In quiz, the reference is BYU Cougars football. In what year did the BYU Cougars go undefeated and win their first national championship?
I don't know, Brett. I just don't have a clue, and that's okay.
I'll give you a hint.
No hints.
You would have been 3 years old at the time.
That's nice. 3 years old. We don't remember squat.
It was 1984.
Aw, isn't that sweet?
Okay. All right, Jeff, here's another one. In 2004, which player finished second place in the Heisman voting? The highest finish ever for a freshman.
You have a nice echo to your voice.
I think that's Ted's phone, I think.
I think it messed up on me again.
All right.
Okay,
Be right
that
back.
makes sense.
Joy, I think you're running behind on the stream.
Is that Joy you're talking to, Brett?
No, I'm looking at them on the stuff here.
Oh, you're checking out the chat lines, eh? Nice.
No.
Happy chatting.
All right, Kat, so here's the question. In 2004, which player finished second place in the Heisman voting? The highest finish ever for a freshman. I'll give you a hint. He was considered to be one of the great running backs for Oklahoma. Does the name Adrian Peterson ring a bell?
Yep.
Okay.
I love hearing echoes.
Okay. Jeff, you might get this one.
It's a June 25th, right? June 25th.
What former Michigan wide receiver and kick punt returner became famous for winning the Heisman? He is also well known for striking a Heisman pose after scoring a touchdown against Ohio State.
A member of College Football Game Day, Desmond Howard.
You are correct.
Okay.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
For your information.
Okay.
All right. Jeff, how much do you know
Come on,
about
Ted.
history about coaches who invent stuff? How good are you with that?
Eric's got a nice picture there.
All right, Jeff. This legendary coach invented the split T offense.
Oh, yeah. I remember that because the Bears used it to beat Washington in the NFL title game that year or so. Clark Shaughnessy of Stanford.
Don Farrett.
I told you I suck at this, Brett. You're better than me.
I didn't even know it either.
Yep.
Okay,
Now let's prepare ourselves to wrap it up
here's one, Jeff.
because we're putting everyone to sleep.
Okay, when Wolf gets back, I have a Mississippi State question for him. All right, Jeff, I have an easy one for you. Tommy Frazier won a national championship with what college?
That's easy. Because there's no place true like old Nebraska U.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, them Cornhuskers.
All right, Wolf, I have an SEC question for you.
All right.
A popular tradition during a football game at Mississippi State is to ring the cowbells. How did this tradition start?
Oh, there's biscuits down there. There's biscuits. Oh, you
That's
doing
actually
trivia?
a good question. I don't know when the cowbell started in Mississippi State.
So the answer is, and I'll read the thing here. Cal wandered onto the field after a game. During a football game in the 1930s between Mississippi State and arch rival Ole Miss, a cow wandered onto the playing field. Mississippi State won that game. The students considered the cow to be a good luck charm. The students began bringing a cow to each football game, but eventually it was just the bell.
Yeah, I missed that water delivery, guys. That's why I've been gone so long. I was chewing their ass out, boy, on the phone. They were giving me. They start off with a $5 credit. By the time they got me off the phone, that thing was up to a $15 credit. Yeah, she kept adding money to it. She said 5, then she said 10, then she saw how mad I was. She said 15. Yeah, I chewed their ass out. No, because I got 7 empty 5-gallon jugs laying around my house right now.
Hi, Triple C. So anyway, okay, Jeff. Okay, Jeff.
Hey, Triple C.
So
I'll see him.
Right. Jeff's muted himself. I'm surprised he's not answering because he can't answer some good ones.
Oh, wait, who are you saying? Triple C?
Yeah, country cat.
Oh, Triple C. I thought you said Triple T.
Yeah, Triple C.
Yeah, Melissa's here. Country Cash.
Yep. So we're just doing some football trivia, Ted. So
okay.
Answer if you have any questions, but you can't do it to look them up. I'm asking them.
Oh, you got Joy down there going ape shit. She loves trivia.
What is the name of the stadium built in 1930 where TCU football played its home games?
Oof. These are tough ass questions.
It's also known as Hell's Half Acre.
And you got Joy and everybody else down there Googling like crazy.
You know, if Dman were here, he probably would know that answer. Amon G. Carter Stadium.
You got everybody Googling down there.
All right, well, how much do you know about teams being added and changing their names? How good are you with trivia on that?
Which questions?
What year did a certain conference add a certain team and change their name? How good are you with knowing those?
Yeah, so.
In what year did the Pac-8 add the University of Arizona and Arizona State to its conference, making it the Pac-10? Back then, what year?
Let me think.
If you want me to, I can give you multiple choice. If you ask for multiple choice, I'll give you multiple choice.
So when Arizona went to the Pac-10,
when it used to be the Pac-8, what year was it?
Oh, man, that had to be. That's a long time ago, man. Definitely 80s or older.
You're off by a couple of years, Ted.
I want to say that was 78 or 79.
You were right, Wolf. It was 78.
Yeah. Because I remember them like in 83 being on the Pac-10 or Pac-12.
Because the Pac-10 got transitioned around that time.
Yeah, Pacific.
They transitioned from the Western Athletic Conference, which was originally a low-level conference, but they don't even have that conference in the Division I anymore.
Yeah, I remember the big three on the Pac-10 or Pac-12, whatever you want to call them, and it was UCLA, USC, and Washington. Those are the three that used to dominate.
Okay.
Washington had some real strong teams in the early 90s.
Okay, Triple C saying do multiple choice questions.
Okay. Okay, this is Louisiana Tech football, the reference. Who was the first Bulldog to have their jersey retired? Is it Joe Namath?
Isn't it then like Lawrence Taylor or something?
No. Is it
No.
Joe Namath, LaDainian Tomlinson, or Terry Bradshaw?
I don't even know.
You said it's Terry Bradshaw, Wolf?
Yeah.
You are correct.
Hey, Reed, welcome in.
Tech retired number 12 for quarterback Terry Bradshaw in 1970, and in 2001, number 71 for offensive lineman Willie Roaf.
Yeah, another jersey that they retired, I think.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly what year it was, but Cy Robertson was one of the ones that they retired here recently too.
Okay.
There at Louisiana Tech.
Okay, so here's one. Here's one for you. Okay. The reference is BYU Cougars football. Who was the first Heisman Trophy winner to attend BYU?
Okay, and the multiple choices are?
Okay, multiple choice are A, John Hadel, B, Johnny Unitas, or C, Ty Detmer.
Unitas.
It was Detmer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jeff had a meeting at 2:30. He had to hop off. That's cool. In 2003, okay, general college football recruitment question. And let's see if Teddy and you guys might get this. In 2003 and 2004, this school, according to most recruiting sources, pulled in the number one rated recruiting class in the country. Think 2003 and 2004. Was it UCLA, Missouri, or USC?
Probably USC.
Is that your answer, Ted?
Yeah.
USC is correct. Okay. This one should be an easy question. What is the name of the award given out each season to the nation's top college quarterback? It started in 1981. Is it the Doak Walker Award, the Blitnikoff Award, or the Davy O'Brien Award?
Damn. I don't even know. I mean, I would guess that first one you said.
The Doak Walker? You would have been wrong.
No, yeah, it don't sound right even. Walker sounds like a running back.
It's the Davy O'Brien Award.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, I don't know a lot of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. I know this one. I know this one by heart. So I'm going to ask this question. Okay. Okay. Not in 2001, Wolfie, and said 2001. Who did Rex Grossman lose out to in the 2001 Heisman Trophy race?
Man, he was quarterback at University of Florida. But I don't know, actually. What was it? Miami won the championship that year, didn't they? Or they went?
Tom Brady, right?
No, it was not Tom Brady.
No, it wasn't. It was an Ohio State guy, wasn't it?
It was not an Ohio State guy. Here are the multiple choice. Was it Chris Ricks, Tommy Frazier, or Eric Crouch?
None of them sound familiar except for Tommy Frazier.
You would have been wrong if you had guessed Tommy Frazier.
Eric Crouch from Nebraska.
That is correct, Wolf. And I remember watching Eric Crouch on TV. Man, that guy was a good option quarterback.
Nebraska was known for option football now.
Yeah, that damn wishbone like the Arkansas had.
No, they used to run the Nebraska hardly ran the wishbone when they ran the option. It was always the I formation option they usually ran out of.
But they were known for the wishbone though.
Mm-hmm.
Under Coach Osborne.
Okay. Okay, I have a question that's not on here, but I'm going to make this one. In the 1980s or the 1990s, Florida State invented what was now known today as the modern marvel of the no-huddle spread offense called the fast break offense.
Let them guess. I have no clue.
Who was the quarterback who led that at Florida State? Was it
Charlie Ward, wasn't it? Charlie Ward?
Yep. I didn't even have to do multiple choice, and Ted got that correct.
Yeah, it just hit me out of nowhere.
Okay. The thing is that okay, get to know your Gators, Ted. You would know this, okay? Okay. Florida versus Florida State is certainly one of the most heated rivalries in all of sports. But what year did it begin?
Oh, man, I don't even know. I have no clue. Let them guess on that one.
I'll do multiple choice. Was it 1899, 1900, 1901, or 1902?
Damn, I didn't know it went that far. I would have guessed like the 30s. Yeah, let them guess down there. Biscuits is probably down there going ape shit right now, trying to figure it out.
Okay. All right, chat. So what year did the Florida State rivalry begin? Was it 1899, 1900, 1901, or 1902?
Biscuits, you got to go back further. Not 1965.
Nope, 65 would have been wrong. I gave them all choice, Joy. It's 1899, 1900, 1901, or 1902.
All right. For Biscuits, she would say 1901 probably.
I think it's 1902.
You know what? Wolf is correct.
All right.
Because here's the bonus thing you didn't know. For a short period of time, Florida State University used to be an all-women's school.
Oh, yeah.
But before that legislature was put into place, though.
I just pulled that up. The origins of the hostility dated back to 1905 when Florida State legislator passed the Buckman Act. The legislation disbanded Tallahassee's co-educational Florida State College, turning it into an all-female school when moving the men's college to Gainesville to establish the all-male university.
Oh, wow.
Florida.
Okay.
So that's why the whole rivalry got started, is because of the whole split between male and female thing.
Yep. All right, I have an interesting question for Wolf. The subject is Kentucky Wildcats football. Kentucky came close to a national title in 1950. The team finished 10-1 and beat number 1 ranked Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl. Who was the only college to give Kentucky their only loss on the record that year?
Shit, I don't even know. Probably an SEC team.
Is it A, Georgia, B, Tennessee, C, Vanderbilt, or D, Auburn?
And what year?
1950.
I kind of want to say Auburn.
Tennessee.
Wolfie is correct.
The only reason why I know this is because they shared the national championship that year.
Oh, that's right. Remember they used to have that share thing. Yeah, I think Miami might have had one of those where they shared maybe one.
Okay. So, So, for the Utah Utes, from 2003 to 2004, who was known as the urban legend in Utah?
Another name if I hear it, maybe.
Was it A, Bo Schembechler, B, Hayden Fry, or C, Urban Meyer?
I mean, obviously, Urban Meyer was coach there and got them looking good, so I'd say Urban Meyer.
Yeah, it was Urban Meyer.
is correct.
Yeah, it was him.
Okay. 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 I'm looking for a good one here. Okay. In Georgia Tech history, who was the player on Georgia Tech who won the ACC Rookie of the Year in 2004? Was it Demarius Thomas, Joseph Anawahi, or Calvin Johnson?
KJ.
Calvin Johnson, you say?
Yeah.
Yep, Calvin Johnson is correct.
Yeah, I didn't know that one. Yeah, they seem to be playing down the chat. We should let them play, maybe.
Yeah.
And then if they give up, then we do it. You know what I mean? Because look at them; they're all still down there guessing. But remember, they got an 8-second delay.
Yeah, yeah. What we'll do is we'll give them 15 seconds to answer, and then we'll give them.
Yeah, because they're all playing in the chat. Melissa's playing, Joy's playing, and Wilma's even playing. I'm not Googling, and T3's down there playing too.
All right. This is a question for the chat since you're on an 8-second delay. We'll give them, instead of 15, let's give them about 30 seconds. That's fair enough.
Okay, that works.
Okay, this is the reference is BYU Cougars football. What legendary coach coached BYU for 29 seasons before retiring at the end of the 2000 season? Is it A, Urban Meyer, B, Lavelle Edwards, or C, Kirk Ferentz?
That's funny. I have no clue on this, so that's good because I won't be a spoiler. I have no clue.
I actually know this answer, but I'm going to give 30 seconds.
Wilma says B.
I have no clue.
Wilma is correct. It is Lavelle Edwards. Wilma knew that one. I'm surprised.
Yep, that's it.
Biscuits.
All right. All right. Okay. What former NFL quarterback is a cousin of former Falcons and Eagles quarterback Michael Vick? Is it A, Tua Tagliavoa, B, Aaron Brooks, or C, Donovan McNabb?
Oof, I have no clue on that either. I normally would say if there would have been a fourth option, I would have said Pitbull.
Wilma, you would have been wrong. It was not C, Donovan McNabb. The correct answer is B, Aaron Brooks.
Oh, okay.
There's Kevin down there. Look at little Tubi. What are you doing, Tubi?
Word
Kevo.
up, Kevin. Word up.
Kevin, what are you doing, Kevin?
Okay. Here's an interesting college quarterback one. T.E.E. Martin won a national title under what college?
Okay, it isn't even fair for me to answer, so I'm not going to.
All right. So is it A, Kentucky, B, Auburn, or C, Tennessee?
All right, this is definitely a chat answer. No, nobody say anything on the panel. Yep, there you go. Text guy got it.
Yeah.
Tennessee, you're right. Text guy, Tennessee.
Tex. You know what, Wolfie? Look at this. We might have to start doing this every time, Brett. Look at this, because look at the chat. The chat is engaging the trivia.
Well, I knew. Well, Wolfie was saying on the panel late last night that we had requests to do the trivia.
I had multiple comments about how they like the trivia, so I think we should do it on the show.
We have to. From now on, we have to do the trivia. People like it. They finally get to do something. It's interactive. Yeah,
Okay.
You know, we have 9 people watching right now. We've got like half the people playing right now. So that tells us right there they love the trivia.
All right. Oh, okay. Okay, here's one. Before they were called the Scarlet Knights, what was the first name for the team of Rutgers athletes? Were they called Scarlets, Kings, or Queensmen?
Man, I don't know. I don't even know this one. I'd be just guessing. I'd say probably one of the. I don't even know, actually. I first thought the first one when you said it. Then I thought the second one when you said it. Then the third one, I don't know if that's just a trick. But yeah, I don't know this one.
Wilma and Triple C, you are wrong. The actual answer is Queensmen, because the original name of Rutgers was Queens College.
Yep, that is right. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was the first 2 names you said, and then we heard that third one. I'm like, nah, it's probably the third one.
And then after the Queens, it became the Scarlet Raptors, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then they inherited the Scarlet Raiders, and then they eventually became the Scarlet Knights. So.
Okay. From Arizona State. This is Arizona State football. But this now doesn't have to do with any football players. Which famous sports announcer calls himself an alumni or an alumnus of Arizona State? Is it Frank Gifford, Mike Tirico, John Madden, or Al Michaels?
Oof. I don't know this one at all. Yeah, I don't know this one. All right, let me answer this. My mom just sent me a voice clip. Let me mute myself here. Let me see what she says. You know how it is with mom, man. You always answer moms. I always answer mom and George.
I do know the answer to this one, Brett, but let's see if the chat gets it.
Wilma says A, Frank Gifford. She's wrong.
This particular person actually did graduate from Arizona State University. He did actually graduate. And he worked alongside John Madden for years. Okay.
He was also part. He was our B, Mike Tirico. Nope, Joy, you are wrong. Wilma, we should limit it. They should only get one guess. From now on, when you guess, you only get one guess.
Now, Brett. If they were actually answering to win something, then yeah, just one guess. But this is just for fun. So
yeah. Wilma said D. Wilma said D. She said D. Yep, that's the correct answer, Wilma. D is it is. It is
Al Michaels. Al Michaels, absolutely.
I could have given a hint. He was part of the legendary 1980s, 1990s ABC Monday Night Football trio, along with Frank Gifford and Dan Deerdorf.
Yeah, Al Michaels is the most famous announcer to graduate from Arizona State University, best known for the iconic "I Do Believe in Miracles" called at the 1980 Winter Olympics.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, here next question.
Here's your little side trivia here. Another known announcer for Arizona State is Tim Healy, the one that went to ESPN.
Oh wow. Okay. 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 What coach? This is Air Force football. Okay. What coach that went on to coach in the NFL, who coached the Patriots, Jets, and Cowboys, among others, posted a 3-8 record in his only season as the coach of Air Force? Was it A, Don Shula, B, Weeb Eubank, or C, Bill Parcells?
I think I know the answer to that one, but I want to let's see what the
Chat says.
chat says here.
Triple C says Bill Parcells. Country C is Triple C is correct. It's Bill Parcells.
All right, Triple C. Melissa's
Well,
got
my
that
guess,
one.
I can see joy. I can see joy. All right.
Yeah, we can see everybody. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Michigan State football. What was the original nickname of Michigan State? Were they originally called the Spartans, the Wolf Pack, or the Aggies? What was the original name of Michigan State? It was not the Spartans, Wilma. Triple C is correct again.
All right, sorry. Yeah, when my mom or Joy sends me voice clips, I usually listen right away because it's usually important.
Mm-hmm. You were right, Triple C. You got another one correct.
Yeah, it's Michigan State Spartans, but actually,
they were originally called the Michigan Agricultural College,
and they were known as the Aggies.
Yep.
Steve just sent me a message. In case you guys didn't know, I bought a guitar from Steve, and he puts "holy frick," he said the F word, and then he put "effing Colonel Mustard" in his tariffs. That took almost 90 minutes to do your paperwork and ship your guitar. Anyway, it's paid for and ready for their truck first thing tomorrow morning. And then he sent me the tracking number, but I just thought it was funny where he put "effing Colonel Mustard" and his tariffs. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll go about 15 more minutes on the questions, and then we'll call it a wrap.
All right. Next one. This great halfback was the Heisman Trophy recipient in 1959, giving Louisiana State University its first Heisman winner. And this guy went on to become one of the best players for the early AFL Houston Oilers. Who was this man? Was it A, Len Dawson, B, George Blanda, or C, Billy Cannon?
Yeah, I don't know that one. I'm sitting there teasing Steve right now.
I happen to know this one. Wilma says
C.
Billy Cannon, she's correct.
Wilma is correct.
Triple C said Billy Cannon too. All right.
Yeah, biscuits. She's back. I told her to come back and play. I forgot what she said.
Joy
She wasn't
says,
going to play.
yeah, Joy says B, but it is C.
Little biscuits.
Yeah, Joy, we see you in here. I mean, we see you.
Yeah. Oh my God, that guitar, guys! Because of the tariffs, it was $203 because of the tariffs. Steve says.
Wow.
Wow, you should have.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
States.
Kentucky Wildcats football. All right, this is an interesting one. The 1898 Kentucky Wildcats were the first to be undefeated, untied, and unscored upon in UK football history. What was their nickname? Were they called A, the Untouchables, B, the Conquerors, C, the Immortals, or D, the Kings?
When you said that first one, that's what stuck out to me, but I'm just speculating. I don't know the answer.
You might be surprised with this answer.
Steve says this is just a big eye roll experience.
Hey, you say Untouchables? Nope, triple C. And Wilma, you are both wrong. The answer is the Immortals. Because
Yeah, when you first said Untouchables, it sounded good.
UK
I had it.
here's the fact about this. Kentucky finished with a record of seven wins, 0 losses, and 0 ties. Considering Kentucky played Florida, LSU, and Tennessee every year, it is entirely likely that this is a record that will stand forever.
Yeah, Joy got that one.
All right, next one. Who was the quarterback that led the Utah Utes in 2004, who went to be picked the number 1 player in the 2004-2005 NFL draft? Was it Drew Brees, Trent Dilfer, Trent Green, or Alex Smith?
Yeah, I'm not going to let Steve pay all that money. I'm going to send Steve another $50. Yeah, that is crazy. He had to pay $203. He didn't see that coming. I got to go send Steve another 50.
All right, Joy and Wilma are correct. It was Alex Smith.
Yep.
But Joy got it first before Wilma. But I'll credit both of them for getting it right, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I gotta go put $50. Yeah, Steve's got to accept it. I guess I didn't think he was going to accept it, but I think he's actually going to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was Alex Smith, Joy, and
Triple
C.
Joy and Wilma got it right.
Yeah. Wilma, you and Joy got it.
Okay. Okay, this is Arkansas State football. This is going to be under rivalries. Which school played the so-called Paint Bucket Series in 1955 and is the biggest rival of Arkansas State? Is it Oklahoma State, Memphis State, or Colorado State? Wilma says B, Memphis State. She's correct.
Yep, that is correct.
By the way, if you're wondering what I'm looking this on, Wolfie, I'm on the website funtrivia.com, NCAA football.
I knew Triple C would guess that correct, too.
Yep. Okay. This is Arizona Wildcats football. So think about this. In 2002, who holds the record for most passing yards in a season at Arizona? Is it A, Billy Kidman, B, Ted Schneider, or C, Jason Johnson? Wilma says C, Jason Johnson. She's correct.
Poor Steve, man. I feel bad for Steve.
All right.
$200 freaking man.
Wolfie, I think I'm going to ask one more question, then do an outro.
Yeah, one more question. Yeah.
Yeah, they're jumping. What did you say about that name? You put my name in there?
Yeah, it was the question of who had the most passing yards in the season in Arizona. I was running
And
out
there
of
was
names.
really a Ted Schneider in there?
Yeah, I just threw you in there for the hell of it, Ted.
Oh, I wasn't sure if there really was one or not.
Yeah, I know.
No,
That would have been funny if that was actually true. That would have been funny if it was actually true.
It sure was. I know, yeah.
This one I know by heart. Pro Football Hall of Fame quarterback and Kurt Warner went to what college? Did he go to Arizona, Missouri, Northern Iowa, or Wisconsin Platteville?
Damn, I don't even know.
I know this one.
I don't know that one, but
I do know it.
I mean, I got a suspicion of one of those.
Wilma says C, Northern Iowa. She's correct.
That's the one I thought.
Yeah.
You want to know how I
that's
know
it.
this? Because my sister and my brother-in-law were in college at the same time as Kurt Warner. And one time, my sister even got a ride from Kurt Warner. It was Northern Iowa.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the show today. Thank you for sticking around for the trivia. We appreciate all you coming out and supporting us today. Sorry Jeff had to leave and D-Man left. Make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Thank you for joining us for the show. We'll hope to have another one here soon. For Wolfie.
Hold on. We got one little thing to do though. We gotta do something real quick. Hold on. Let me get it for you guys. Let me get it. Here it is.
Okay.
There we go. Had to do that for Joy.
All right. So for Jeff, Teddy, D-Man, and Wolf, this is Brett saying thank you for joining us.
Wait. They're asking when the next one is. Hold on.
Which team did the Patriots deflate the football on in the Super Bowl? I'll have to look that up here pretty soon. But
when is the next one? Yeah, we do need to announce that.
Okay, text guy is asking when the next one is. We are going to do it next week.
Is it Tuesday or Thursday?
I don't know. This one worked pretty well. I think we might do it again on Thursday.
Yeah, test it out again. If Thursday winds up kicking ass, we might have to move everything to Thursdays.
Yep. So
if we do it in a day, it wouldn't hurt us to move it to Thursday. I mean, except for the gamblers. You know what I mean? That's the only thing is that they don't have, the intel and the time to place their bets. Because some people listen to these shows to get intel for betting.
True. Anyway, well,
that's the only negative.
Let's do this. We're just ending. You're just in time we're ending the show, D-Man.
Hey Ted, I know what's fucking them when I play Fortnite. I know what song's making it now. They're blocking it. I know what song it is now.
All right. Well, tell us backstage, D-Man. So we're gonna end the show. So
we'll talk about that backstage. But
right.
Yeah.
So for Wolfie, D-Man, Teddy, even though and of course he's not here with us, Angel, and of course my brother Jeff. This is Brett Alt saying goodbye. Have fun. Take care of yourself and have a good evening.
All right. The wolf is out of here.